Welcome to the Degenerate Nation podcast episode. I'm back with Patrice, the remedial party planner.
Oh, it's Patrice.
Party Pat.
Party Pat in the hat. Yeah.
Yeah, so
He look nice and fat. Not judging him because he is fat. He can be anybody size. It's cool. I'm gonna go out back and fuck him in his ass. Yeah.
Oh, great! That's a great start. They won't remotely turn the radio off after that. Those of you who are still with us, or one remaining listener in Vietnam, we actually are gonna grace you with some show ideas. Okay.
Some great ideas.
3 of these. There's gonna be 3, maybe more. One of them is gonna be a real idea that was talked about years ago between me and my writing partner, who you don't know, and I'm not going to let you know. He has a real job. He knows his name, but my writing partner's got a real job, so I don't want to disclose that. You'll get in trouble.
We're not going to talk about Bartholomew and his life and his wife.
No, his exes and his wives. All right, so, okay, the first one. Okay, picture this. Vampires meets The Office.
I know. Some of you right off the bat are saying, oh, it's The Office. Oh my God, I'd rather choke on a dildo than watch The Office. I would too. However, when you throw vampires into the mix, I think you open up a million doors.
Yes, and we're going to go right through them with vampires.
Because they can walk through doors, because they're vampires.
They can walk on the ceilings. They will bite your neck and suck the blood.
They'll bite your neck. They'll fuck with you and bite your ass, and you'll think you have bed bugs.
We're going to suck every laugh out of you for 8 seasons with Transylvania, Pennsylvania.
and yes, Pennsylvania might also be the fictional location of the Scranton Paper Company. Guess who the vampires go and kill in the first season? You're welcome.
Don't spoil the whole plot they might not watch. And so they're going to, instead of a paper company, it's going to be a call center, so they work at night.
They work at night. They work from, I'd say, like 10 o'clock to about 5:30.
Yep.
But some of them are, live in low-income neighborhoods, so 5:30 turns into 7:30 because they're waiting for the vampire bus to come and pick them up.
Okay, next one. Okay. Scotty Bush, 13-year-old gynecologist. He's a guy. It's Doogie Howser meets what's his face comedy from the aughts. Judd Apatow. Doogie Howser meets Judd Apatow. Scotty Bush, 13-year-old gynecologist. He has a bully, right?
Okay.
And he's given some advice to deal with the bully by a guy played by Neil Patrick Harris, who's actually a plastic surgeon that deals with tits all day, right?
Okay.
And he tells him just, fucking stick up for yourself. Like, well, I don't want to fight him. Then fight him with your words, And so he tells him, he's
talk about how much you know about vaginas.
Well, here you go. That's a good lead-in, because he goes, yeah, well, I've seen I worked on your mom, ... and I know why your dad left.
Jesus. That's like the low-hanging fruit in another dimension.
Mm-hmm. So it's a 13-year-old insulting another 13-year-old about his mom's vagina, who the dad had left in real life, and insulting the mom's vagina with working knowledge of the vagina, allegedly.
Yes,
okay.
Like, yeah.
Okay. And then the next one, I think you're really going to enjoy this one. You're going to enjoy it. Okay.
Let me hear it.
It's Silence of the Lambs, but it's only Buffalo Bill. It's a prequel. Okay? And it's set during his college years and shortly afterwards. It's his college and young professional years. And so it's called Oh Wait.
It's just called Oh Wait.
Yeah. So, okay, ask me a question. You're a professor, and I'm a college student. You're a history professor.
Okay, and now who, if you read up on Chapter 4, and yes, by the way, this is, Sewing 104. You would have had to take our intro course on mutilating and raping. pass with a C or better. Yes, Michael, I did talk to you and your advisor. We will take the transfer credit from the other institution. Now, however, back to the
chewing scenery there, Professor.
Who knows? Please raise your hand nice and loud. Who knows the answer to question 17A in your textbook? And anyone? Mr. Bill.
All right. Is there a cross stitch?
That's right. Yes, that is right. There was a cross stitch. It was actually a cross stitch simultaneously combined with a push and pull technique, which, as you can see in Figure 1A, is fantastic for skin and pelts.
All right, you're gonna use skin. Boom, and it's called. Oh wait, I know you're really into your Professor cameo there. That was a lot of Professor and not very much Buffalo Bill. So
yeah, I took that off the rails.
I'm sure the audience loved that.
Yeah, you guys were like, "Oh, that sounds like such a good idea, Buffalo Bill."
Yeah.
Oh, what is this shitty professor, Pat Patricia?
He's the home economics at a college. Wait, where did he go? Where was he in the movie? Was he in Kentucky or Ohio or something?
It was a southern state. It was like Kentucky or Louisiana.
Tennessee. It was like Kentucky or Tennessee, right?
Tennessee.
He went to Murray State University.
No, it's Tennessee University of Tennessee College.
No, Murray State. We're going to say Murray State. Home of John Morant and Popeye Jones.
Murray State?
The Murray State Racers.
John Morant?
Go Racers. All right. Are they playing Western Illinois tonight?
Professor, was that on the show?
All right. So, okay. Audience, I want you to... This is not going to work. I'm just going to say it. Okay. So, audience, I want you to guess which one was real. A real idea from me and my writing partner like 12 years ago. And which ones were made up on the spot. Or close to it. On the spot. Okay. So, email us at degeneratenation@gmail.com. Or tweet at Degenerate Show. Or make a comment on our Facebook page, Degenerate Nation Podcast on Facebook. All right. Now, Patrice, it's your turn to guess.
And stay tuned for our upcoming Twitch channel.
That's right. Degenerate Nation on Twitch, but we'll give you that info in a bit.
You heard it here first.
All right, Patrice.
Yes.
Right. Which one do you think I made up entirely? And
I think you fictitiously made up the Buffalo Bill.
Correct.
Oh, God, I'm so fucking smart. Yes.
Which other one did I make up?
Can I pull the audience?
Yeah.
Okay. We might have to wait a while.
Like 3 months. Oh, do we have to wait?
Wait.
Oh, wait.
Can I pull the audience?
Can I phone a friend?
I don't have any friends.
Yeah. No friends.
No, the second one is not The Office meets vampires.
What? What do you mean the second one? The one that's made up? You're killing me.
We're having some technical difficulties here. Andrew's face has not moved for 15 seconds.
Because it didn't.
Oh, there we go.
I'm capable of stillness when I'm being disappointed. What were you saying?
I'm capable of stillness.
Alright, so the idea... We'll skip that. The idea that was legit from the past was the Scotty Bush 13-year-old gynecologist. We thought of that in like 2007, I think. Something like that.
Which
2008.
is fucking hilarious.
Yeah. And the line about the mom was me. Naturally.
Which is great. I'm imagining maybe there's so with Scotty Bush, maybe there's a guest episode where they bring Reggie Bush on, and Reggie Bush has his girlfriend, and he's gonna be like, he can make a joke, be like, yeah, Never thought I'd be in another room with two Bushes. Ha ha ha. They're like, oh, I don't get it. We're not married. Well, I'm Bush, you're Bush, and your girlfriend's got one hell of a bush. Ha ha ha.
That's 3 bushes, you dumbass. No, this one was a movie. I don't think you can stretch that much out of a 13-year-old gynecologist joke. Get it? Stretched?
It's funny because we're talking about vagina.
Yes, we are. So, yeah, those were the shows and movies. I'm working on another one that's ridiculous, but I'm not going to reveal any of it here right now because we don't have it copyrighted yet, so... And I haven't decided if I'm going to work on it for real or not. It might be just an idea that we joke about years later.
Yeah, I don't think our listeners' ears deserve to hear all our fantastic ideas. We more parcel them out like a benevolent king.
Yes, we are benevolent kings.
We are benevolent. We rule the land, and for the land we rule.
Oh, yes!
If you were living in medieval... I would say Europe, but, take your pick of a country. What would you want your occupation to be?
King.
Okay, I was going to say, besides king.
Besides king? No, definitely, like, fucking jester or something. I mean, I'd be an unsuccessful jester, let's face it. You don't just change, like, you think you get dropped into a different situation, and you just have to word. And your opportunity will come. No.
This accent's just going to start coming out.
I'd be like a low-rent Shakespeare or a jester.
She said a low-rent Shakespeare.
Yeah. Oh, let me shine thine boot. Like, we don't have leather. What are you going to shine, even? I'm like, I don't know, but I need a job. I have this powder. I don't know what to do with this powder.
The black, can you imagine COVID-19 and essential businesses back in like Black Plague time? It's like all the shopkeepers are in front of their tents. They're like, no, but I need to sell me biscuits. I don't know why.
Biscuits work. Yeah, that's essential, you fucking twat.
I need to sell me biscuits. Because me mom and me 4 aunts, they just died from the plague and they can't continue.
You're like a rope vendor.
Business.
A rope vendor, and it's like, oh, I pivot. You have to pivot in times of crisis. You have to pivot, and then he's like, "Well, what are your ropes? You used to do rope art. What you do now?" And he's like, "I make nooses to hang yourself in the plague before the plague gets you. With all the dirt, the black dirt gets you."
Yeah, before the dirt, and they say it's in the dirt, but I think it's everywhere.
The black dirt in the lungs and the mucus. I don't want you to catch that, so I say, why not? Why not make me a farthing or two and sell the ropes?
Did you say one knot?
Yeah.
One knot. Hey, my brother Cletus, he was telling me, and I thought it was a wacky idea, but he said that our sanitation may be the issue at hand. Maybe stop shutting out our windows and putting it in buckets on the street where all the fecal matter is in the streets and people can walk and talk, but it's all around the fecal matter.
What, you know you got witch gypsy blood?
I'm no witch. I'm no witch. He talks about poop. He's a witch.
He's a fucking witch, but he's a Murloc warlock.
He's a magi.
He's magi. Burn the magi.
He's a magi. He's a dog from all country. It doesn't matter.
So when I went to a medieval like a festival, the first time I went to one was like I went a couple years ago. First time I've gone to a couple now, but the first time I just walked in, I was like, I need a shtick when I come in here so I can enjoy this for myself. And I decided I was gonna be the magistrate. And I was like, the magistrate decree.
He has decreed.
The magistrate has decreed that the bosoms will be presented at a 75-degree angle or above.
And nothing more.
The bodices will not be ripped until the twilight.
Until the twilight, if it is done before or prior to the twilight, no one will get the rationing of porridge.
Exactly. I'm going to take you to a medieval festival, man.
Oh my god, I would have a great time. I would try and have my way with all the swanks and fair ladies.
there's no fair ladies. There's like women that just like look like 30% hotter because they're walking around like dressed like strumpets, and you're like, oh god.
You know what? Patricia's gonna hold his tongue and pull it back because he was gonna make a non-PC joke, and we are a PC podcast.
We are so politically correct. Oh god. Oh god.
If we could segue on back.
You can segue to anything. We have power. We can like teleport to another subject and like pretend like we didn't talk about those things. Oh, the Magi must burn! The magistrate has decreed that the Magi will burn at sundown.
Oh no! People are telling me now that Magi is just a short-term word for magistrate. Back to our Buffalo Bill.
Yeah. Word.
Word. And we had talked about this a couple nights ago. But a Buffalo Bill prequel is definitely key. But video game. How about a Buffalo Bill video game?
What's it called?
Oh
wait, the game.
Oh wait, the game. It's called It Gets the Hose Again.
It gets the hose again.
And it's Buffalo Bill, and you have like 3 objectives in the game. Work on your chrysalises and butterfly collections. Work on your sewing techniques, and go to the store and buy lotion. But the lotion mission is difficult because you don't know which brand to get.
Yeah, you have to try it first, and it's hard. It's hard to not get caught when you're going to kidnap and killing somebody. So you have to like. You can only use the lotion on a body. You can't use it on yourself to test it.
Yeah.
So that's like the difficult part.
The lotion has to go on the skin, right?
Yeah.
That's rule number 1.
Put the fucking lotion in a basket. Oh, so the game itself, the main objectives are completely mundane.
Yeah.
But the missions in between are harrowing.
In what sense?
You have to go kidnap somebody, and it's like Grand Theft Auto in that you can kidnap anybody and the story can change, but better than that, it's like more advanced because the story can change.
But I like it. The harrowing missions. Your first one, you have to pull over near a county library and pull out the sofa you have in the back of your van halfway with your cast on, and then ask someone to come over and help you, put your sofa back in the truck. However, the important part of the mission is you have to ask her what size she wears without her getting too suspect, and then push her into the van and drive away.
You have to guess too. You have to like, are you a 14? It's like, yeah, why? And then he's like, perfect! Yeah, bash her. Well, how did he bash her?
Sodomize.
Did you just say soda pies?
No, I said sodomize.
Oh, god damn it. No, you said soda pies. For the record,
I said soda pies.
You said soda pies. I'm going to soda pies you. I got so many soda pies in the back of this thing, but my couch won't fit in. Too many soda pies.
I hope you like Coca-Cola because you're about to get soda pies.
So, and then like you also have to dig a hole, and that takes work. You can only do so much digging per night, and you have like a time frame where you have to transform.
Yes, and you have to, because digging your hole takes so long, you might have to retool or resharpen your shovel or weapon of choice, and that may take a while.
How early does this game go back? Like, is he still in college with the professor that drones on, and he has to like answer the questions right?
I think I would say it's probably like 2 to 3 months before the time frame of the movie.
Oh, well, he wasn't in school anymore then.
However,
is there a prequel to that game?
No. Flashback missions to multiple times in his life, but it stays congruent or true to the main storyline.
We're gonna follow up with like those games that have the story things in between, We're gonna like come up with that for the Buffalo Bill game, that to fucking put the lotion in the basket.
Put your lotion in your basket.
I like put the lotion in the basket better for the thing, or else it gets the hose again, or it gets the hose again. Actually, audience, let me pull you again. This is critical. Every time we ask you for, we don't just blatantly need more interaction. We actually genuinely want to know what Buffalo Bills popularity is like in Vietnam. So we're asking you to email degeneratnation@gmail.com or tweet at Degenerate Show.
You guys know as well as we do, Buffalo Bill is the cornerstone character of the Vietnamese, culture, and we get it. So we're asking you, because you guys know, your lotions from your lotions.
Yeah, fucking scaly skin is a considered a social faux pas there.
And everyone had scaly skin until Silence of the Lambs premiered, and everyone was like, "Oh, we put lotion in baskets. Oh, we make skin, not scared."
Exactly. So that's about right for that. So email us to let us know, should it be called lotion in the basket or gets the hose again. Vote 1, press 1 for lotion in the basket. Press 2 for gets the hose again.
Press 3 to repeat those options again. Press 4 to hear a word.
Okay, who plays Buffalo Bill in 08?
Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey? He's older than Buffalo. Buffalo Bill was like 30, early 30s or...
But Buffalo Bill's like...
Oh, I don't know if I've told this on mic, but our one listener in Vietnam doesn't care about our old episodes, so... Or probably about this story. I don't know if I've mentioned this, but I was in the outpatient hospital it was a mental services outpatient situation. It was a day program in 2015, and beginning of 2015, good times, great times.
Hey, I've been there. I've been in the outpatient group drug therapy before.
Oh yeah,
so I'm right there with you.
Oh yeah, and I made friends with a guy who had actually, like, the week before, like, tried to hang himself. It's pretty heavy, right?
Did he? Okay, I'm gonna see it.
No, he didn't.
Did he still have rope burns on his neck?
No, man. Obviously, he didn't do a very good job. He was there and not dead, and which is nice, which is good because I befriended him to the extent that you can in a facility like that, because you don't really want to, like, bring those friendships out into I mean, you can, but it's probably not going to be a good thing for you. Anyways, yeah, so I ditched him, but it's what I think I got his email address, and then I just never followed up. But anyways, great guy I am. We had this assignment in art therapy. I fucking loved the art therapy there.
That's probably awesome.
It was awesome because I was, like, on the cusp of being, like, super creative, right? Like, It was there. It was in my head, and I just had to get it out. And so these little pokes of the bear, like, hey, damaged person, like, why don't you draw some butterflies or color some mandalas? Like, this one fucking girl just kept talking about coloring mandalas all the time. I'm writing a poem about I'm, like, fucking doomed. And she's fucking coloring mandalas. I was like, Jesus Christ, like, I don't want to get like that where I'm just, like, drooling and fucking coloring mandalas.
What you're talking about is one thing, just like, oh, maybe you should color mandala. Have you seen a mandala effect? It's really cool. Mandalas.
Color your mandalas. I was like, I felt like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Oh, dude, great. Fantastic.
Except I had asked to go there. I asked my dad to, like, take me there, and I didn't. So I wasn't, like, the character. What was his name? I forgot.
I can't remember character names, but I know who you're referencing.
Anyway, we had art, and I convinced my new friend, who was gay, to draw... Suck my dick. To draw Channing Tatum. And so he drew Channing Tatum, and I drew a dream that I had, which was on record, I'm going to say this is my second most pleasant dream I've ever had in my whole life. Okay?
Really?
Yeah. Okay?
That's awesome.
And the dream was as follows. I was at some barbecue, right? We were near a river. And it was like a floating river, or like a floating river. I mean, not a rolling river,
as
like
opposed to a non-floating river.
it was like a thing where you could tube on and like raft on, like one of those rivers, not like a dangerous river. And so I won some contest, and my prize, as it turned out, was to get to roll down the river, ride down the river on a raft with Matthew McConaughey and the random person I was with in my dream. Okay?
That's so cool.
Yeah, it gets better. So we're rolling down this river, and I fall out. Or no, I didn't fall out yet. I did fall out there. Sorry, bad story. There were sharks suddenly appeared, like 2 or 3 sharks suddenly appear in the water. Yeah, in the river sharks, and I fall in the water, right? And I'm fucking fell in the water, and I'm freaking out, and Matthew McConaughey looks at me, and he's just like, hey, it's gonna be alright. It's alright. And he holds his hand out, giant hand, and I like grab it, and he pulls me onto the fucking raft, and the sharks just disappear.
That's awesome.
And I drew that. It's around here somewhere. I gotta find it and show it.
You have a Matthew McConaughey saving Private Ryan moment, but you're Private Ryan.
He saved my privates too, and the picture of this is pretty funny. The picture of Channing Tatum was a simian photo, like a picture he drew him as a simian.
What's it? I'm gonna be uninformed here. What is a simian?
Your people. Apes.
Oh, like
apes, like Planet of the Apes, kind of.
Oh. Sorry, that one flew over Patricia's head.
It flew over your cuckoo's nest, yeah.
Yes, it did.
But yeah, no, it was really intense. I remember I also had I got escaped to McDonald's one day, like with this girl. But she was like pretty young, so I didn't like really try to talk to her too much, just enough to hang out at McDonald's, you know.
Yeah. Wait, so did you make it out to McDonald's and then make it back before alerting anyone?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Did you?
It was peaceful.
Did you ever fasten or shape anything into a shank?
We weren't locked in. We could just walk out. It wasn't.
I never assumed you were locked in. I think shank, crafting, it doesn't discriminate between where you are.
Yeah, well, the reason I went to the outpatient instead of the inpatient was because I was like, I can always go to an outpatient or inpatient, but what's past that? What mechanism exists beyond that where I can feel like I can go to for help? Like, I feel like I was like feeling horrible enough to go to an outpatient facility, but not quite horrible enough to go inpatient, where it just seems like your last resort. And maybe it's not a last resort at all. Maybe it's like a great experience, but I don't know. I tend to absorb other people's problems. Like I saw this woman on her first day. She was like looked super down and anxious, and I gave her some candy, and she like lit up like a Christmas tree. It was great.
That's awesome. That's actually really cool, man. That's the nicest thing I think I've heard all day. I wish I got more out of the group outpatient shit I did, and it was voluntary. I was respectively just really low on the totem pole compared to the other people that were in some of like the groups with me. Like I had people that were like PCP addicts and
nice
meth addicts, and
the fun stuff. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I mean like some serious shit. So I'm not knocking them on that, even though you probably shouldn't do PCP or meth. But if whatever.
Hey, we're substance positive. Remember.
But I just remember feeling like so, and I've thought about this before in hindsight, but maybe that was the feeling it was supposed to give me. I don't think it was, but I felt so ostracized and not at place with the rest of the people I was in those groups.
Why did you feel ostracized?
Or, like, just so out of place. Like, I didn't fit with everyone else.
Did you get bullied at drug therapy?
What'd you say?
Did you get fucking bullied at drug therapy for not doing enough drugs?
That's what it felt like.
No, but no, it is. It's like, it feels like you're being one-upped and judged for not, like,
exactly.
what? Can't you handle your shit? Oh.
Yeah.
They like do a check-in on, like, they make you give, like, a number 1 through 10 of how you're feeling, and I got it backwards, and so I was like,
Did you say 1?
1 was like, you're in trouble, and I said, oh, I'm feeling like a fucking 3 or something.
Yeah.
And they thought, like, I was like, they wanted me to stay longer because of that, and I got confused.
Like, oh, so you self-registered as a 3. You're like, oh, well, can I change my registration? Oh, no, we don't do that here.
Yeah.
I want to change my goddamn registration.
Your feelings do not change unless we change them.
Can I get my money back? No.
Oh.
I'll give you $20 and up me to a 5.
I'll eat your pussy. Let me out, I'll eat your pussy.
I'll eat your pussy. Give me a 6.
Let's go to your Yaris and I'll eat your pussy. If you give me put me down for a 6. I'm not even asking you for an 8.
I'm not even, see, an 8's the usual rate, right? 8 and 8, right?
I'll eat your pussy for a 6, though. I really will eat you for a 6.
And I'd eat it, you know what, sweetheart, between you and me, I'd eat it for a 3. I need it for a 3, but you said I was a 2. Just give me a 3.
Put me down to a 3. That means a little less suicidal. Means thoughts, but not plans.
No plans ever.
Yeah, but it was like somewhere like a little bit past that, I think, and that's why they were like, "Oh, you should not go yet. You should stay here." And I'm like, "Fine, I don't got shit to do."
You should hang for a while.
Okay, but there was one. So the art therapy was cool, even though I was just drawing my dream, and I also made a Steve Harvey collage. Or like Steve Harvey was at the center of everything, of like future. It was past, present, future. There was a lot of emphasis on past, present, future. And I found, so that they were looking at magazines, people are reaching for the fucking whatever ones that had the mandalas or like the flowers or some fucking shit. And I'm like, I'm going to make this fun. And I grabbed like Essence magazine or something.
Of course.
And it's cool that they had Essence magazine in the outpatient mental facility. It's like, you wonder who subscribes to it. Outpatient mental facilities and dental office.
That's like 90% of their subscriber base.
Yeah, part of the dental hygienist job, actually, when they're not doing hygiene, is to reorder the Essence magazines. Yeah. Like back order it for like 3 years. There you go. All right. Anyways, back to that situation. So that therapy was good, but there was one therapy that was like really not helpful. And this girl was probably at least 8 years younger than me that was running this thing.
Yeah.
And they had like 3 chairs. Okay. And then you had, one was present, what you want to be or who you want to be, what you want to do. And 5 years was the next chair, and like 10 years is the chair after that. And we had to do that shit. I was like, get better, work on my writing some, this, and be published or produced, do this, and then like be crushing it at this, maybe be married or be satisfied with not being married and stuff like that, not having kids, things like that. I crushed it, but I was like, this is a horrible, horrible drill because these people are suicidal or close to it. And you're to asking them what they want to be in 10 years?
They're thinking about what they're going to do after they go to the bathroom. And I'll give you a hint. It's fucking hang themselves.
Yeah. Oh, God. Try to do with toilet paper, the one-ply mental facility toilet paper.
Yeah, you're like, man, have you been over to Central? They got the triple ply. My buddy Johnny hung himself last week.
My buddy Johnny. No, the one ply is actually tougher.
Triple ply will get you, man. I've got cut on triple ply before.
Oh, damn. Well, yeah. So you're kind of right, though. I know you were joking, but you were kind of right. Like, some of these people were not. I mean, some of these people were in good shape. No one in there was really crushing life, you know?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, at the time, you know, when I was doing mine, I didn't feel like I was crushing life.
No.
You know, it was the complete opposite. I just think, you know, respectively, I think I was crushing life slightly, or I was not crushing life slightly more than everyone else that was not crushing life.
What? So you were more fucked or less fucked? Make it easier.
I was slightly less fucked. I know, okay. That was some very ambiguous wording. However, I felt like a piece of shit, but, you know, maybe they already were pieces of shit. I don't know.
No, it's like one of those wake-up calls, except yours was mandatory and mine wasn't. Like, I wanted to be woken up, and you were like, oh, they gotta go to this fucking stupid thing. I'm gonna show up 10 minutes late every time.
Yo, hey, check it. Hey, what's up, Teach? Oh, no, I didn't do any drugs on the way in here. Oh,
yeah, you treated it like Welcome Back Kotter, and I'm like fucking like serious about this thing.
Yeah,
and like being hopeful.
Though, like, I didn't feel serious about it, but you know, despite all the things I pointed out, it still made an effect, and I still got information out of it.
Oh yeah.
But the feeling that like maybe I'm not so far down this path. Maybe this should be a wake-up call. I don't know.
Was it?
Huh?
Was it? You fucking idiot.
I can't hear you. It's going to sound like Patrick Patricia's retarded. However, he's not. And, I think it worked to an extent.
What's an extent? Like, I don't do cocaine, but I do this kind of thing? Does that extent?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't give head for drugs anymore. I do hand jobs, but
yeah, I don't boof anymore.
Hey, you won't see me boofing.
I don't blindfold myself and boof powders and try to guess.
No, to an extent is I still live at home, and I feel like I'm getting old, so we keep it pretty straight and narrow.
Straight and narrow?
Yeah, unlike my sexuality.
You have to have sex to have a sexuality, Patrice.
Oh, is that so?
It is.
Does it count if it's with yourself?
Nope.
Oh, well, I'm, you know.
No, because it's supposed to be with someone you care about. And you don't care about yourself. Obvious, you decided to join my show. You obviously don't care about yourself in a healthy, productive way.
Neither do any of our listeners if you have somehow found this fucking long shot of a podcast that is
We just flipped, like, we went silly first, and then we just got, like, deadly serious, and you could, I don't know about you, but I could hear the X mark on the Xing out of the fucking window, like, oh god, with detest.
No, I could too. There was some definite, real, visceral pauses in our communication.
Yeah.
That everyone's just like, oh, and beep, beep, beep.
Yeah, like, I'm getting rid of this. But then they're like furiously writing the script to oh wait.
Be like, honey, these guys talking about our idea. What, the one with Buffalo Bill? Yeah, and we called it lotion. These guys came up with such a better idea.
Yeah. Instead of it's like a situation type of dramedy coming of age story. What the fuck? We should have thought of that. Ours is just about he's a lotion salesman.
That's actually fucking a lotion salesman that goes door to door and somehow happens to cross paths with Buffalo Bill, and he's like, "Oh, sir, and we have the Arazino, and we have."
So it's about his vendor.
It's about the vendor.
It's called lotion. We're gonna link up.
He goes, "Well, word. Does this work on other people's skin?"
Yeah.
He's like, it will work on, yes. It will work on skin. What did you say about other people's?
How many buckets would you like? Oh, wait. I gotta get my mom's credit card.
Cashier's check.
Alright. Do you take Discover?